Hello everybody and welcome back to another unboxing review of Combat Patrol Magazine issue 34, the second part of our Legionnaires. So with this one we got our 10 bases, move them with the rest of our sprue here. As you see, we've got the front end of the armour and weapons, power axes, etc, etc, also helmets. So there you go, the final part of the sprue to the 2 of 2 parts. So on the front, here we go, Legionnaires part 2 of 2, Black Crusades and weapon abilities. So there's our squad once completed, and on the art on the front we've got our Legionnaires there from the Black Legion. So on opening the page we've got our 10-man squad, and here's our rule, here's our way of painting them now. Starting with Abaddon Black, Lead Belcher, more Lead Belcher on the weapons. Moving on, Retributive Armour for the trim of the armour. Cadian Flesh for the pouches. For the loincloth in front, they go Mepstone Red. Mepstone Red for the handle, top of the helmets, eyes, and Wraithbone for the skulls. More Wraithbone here for decorations on the side of the shoulder pads here, pauldrons. The Rakar Flesh with and also Karox White. Our amazing shading of Noon Oil for the parts of Lead Belcher and the Mepstone Red. Also side of the packs and the pouches. So these guys are coming on nicely now. We've got all these paints so far, so they're just in their basic colors now. So on the gold areas, Reichland Flesh Shade, also Agrax Earth Shade, and as I always state, it is a work in progress. Highlights will be coming soon, details, and there you go. So moving on, still a work in progress. And then we go on to our read section, the 13th Black Crusades, obviously hosted by Abaddon, the spoiler. So Black Crusades are horrifying incursions of the Chaos Space Marines into the Imperium. They are led by great warlords who take their troops into Imperial territory to contend the long war against their ancient enemy. Of all the Black Crusades, the best known are those that were led by Abaddon the Spoiler. Obviously, used to be the first captain of the Lunar Wolves, led by Horus Lupercal himself. I'll leave that there. Anyone wants to have a quick read. And armies on parade here. Here we have 2 Warlord Titans and a Chaos Reaver. So we're going big guns now. Fighting the Blood Angels and the Custodes. So Imperial dates, a timeline of when the first Black Crusade was, all the way down to the 13th. So I'll leave this here. In the Imperium dates are recorded with the millennium after M. So the 41st millennium is written as M41. In front of these are 3 digits showing the year within the millennium, starting with the 31st, obviously halfway going down into the 32nd millennium. So I'll leave these here. Anyone wants to have a quick read on the lore. And moving on, we're still carrying on with our read with Khorne. So Khorne is one of the ancient chaos gods, a being of endless malice who is worshipped by many followers, i.e. the World Eaters being their main one. So I'll leave that there. Obviously we're getting the World Eaters coming in future issues. Hopefully not too long. I'm looking forward to them ones. Khorne is one of the ancient chaos gods, a being of endless malice worshipped by the heretics across the galaxy. And there's their artwork. Moving on to the next page, Scarbran. Scarbran is an Eldritch Terror who once dared to challenge Khorne himself. As a punishment, he was stripped of all but his pain and torment, and now is nothing more than a murderous weapon. And we've got Skull Altars, Blood Crushers, and Skull Cannons, with some minis there painted up really nicely. And our Skull Altar at the top as well. So obviously all the rules have been applied now. So we're going on to weapons abilities. Obviously these are on the data sheets. So some weapons have additional abilities in their profiles. Often these are unique to those weapons and are written out in full, but others are common to many weapons. They may only be referenced by name on a weapons profile. Some notable examples of these common abilities are defined here. Further weapon abilities may be found in their locations, such as the codexes that you can pick up. So obviously assault weapons, pistols, rapid fire, basically shows you the rules here. Can be shot even if the bearer's unit advanced. And the same here, increase the attacks by X when targeting units within half range, that's for your rapid fire. And going down, obviously twin linked, pistols, torrent weapons, obviously they're like the flamers, lethal hits, lance, indirect fire, blast, precision, melter, and heavy. So here's some of the weapons, obviously highlighting on which characteristics these weapons use, just to get the name of what they are. So just scroll down and pushing up. Still going to hazardous, sustained hits, extra attacks, devastating wounds, anti, as shown there. And for our play scenario, scenario 22, Servants of the Gods. The followers of each of the Chaos Gods working to bring glory in the name of their patron in different ways by following the will of their god. Each disciple hopes to prove worthy of the gifts and blessings that they are sometimes bestowed upon the faithful and victorious. So there's our deployment, how to win. Here's our battle map and how it should be laid. Set your battle map like this before you begin. Opposition deployment and chaos deployment. So we've got Infernus Marines there, we've got the Terminator, the Librarian Terminator there. More Infernus Marines with other Guardians, some Nids. Nids there with the Tyranid Prime, and more Dari with the Farseer. So the Will of Khorne, Nurgle, Zeech or Slanesh, and Chaos Undivided. So second to last page, obviously because we're still on Chaos and Eldari, still highlighted there with armies on display. And our next two issues, part 1 and part 2 of 2, Havok's Chaos Renegades, Army of the Damned. So there you go. So for the next two parts we'll be getting our Havok's, which the video will be coming very soon. Look forward to tomorrow. I'm going to upload this video here. Finally got the premium set 2, so we'll go more into that. There is a short on there, so I hope you like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and thank you all very much for your support, and I will see you all very soon. Have a great weekend, and bye bye for now.